Number theory is the course in which between mid-November and mid-December I've made by far the most progress on purpose. It's chapter 3, and so chapter 3 is really the bear of the whole book. And so last time I think I showed all the way to the test, but yeah, I've done a ton of work in that last month. Look at that. So this is what I showed to the test, and this is how much I've done in a month. I feel very happy with the outcome for number theory, and that's because, you know, no pain, no gain, pain, gain. So I really put it in. I forget if in the last video I actually showed some of the chapter 3 notes already in the notebook, but here is the complete chapter 3 notes. Then I also realized, you know, I just want to get my muscles going for primes. You can use computer programs very easily. I've done that in Python and in Julia using Jupyter Hub. Or you can look them up. It's very simple because it's been done to death. But I wanted to get my muscles going. So Thanksgiving Day, I spent, because I'm a nerd, building out factorizations of all the numbers. I had already started, I had already done up to like, I think I have made it to like 200 that time. And then I took it to, I think it was 500. Yeah, I took it to 500. So one of the tricks to do is, and this is all by hand, of course, and then I checked the answers and I made a few mistakes, is you start off, once you get to like 100, you already have enough factors of, you have factors of like 11, 13, 17, 21. Those factors are the difficult ones, 23. And then you start just multiplying those out. Okay, so you do the factors of 11, then factors of 31 and 41, 61, 71. Do all those factors, and then now you know these weird looking numbers that end in 1, 3, 7, and 9 that are not prime. So those are your holes of, you start looking, it's like, oh, that looks like a prime. Man, 159 looks like a prime. Well, it is not. It is not a prime. And then you keep going forward and you keep doing these tables of factors, and then you just check them off as you get to them. And then if you get to one that is not on your list, that is not a factor of something ending in a 1, 3, 7, or 9, you probably have a prime, unless you missed one. Like every now and then I'll forget to multiply when I say, oh, I messed that up. And so then I kind of scratch them off and then just build, eventually at the end, just build the table. And these tables are very interesting, the frequencies of 1, 3, 7, 9, as you go from 1, you know, to 1, 2, all the way to the 250s, and then all the way to 500. I did this after the fact. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then chapter 3 problems, which are finished. I tried a lot of them, and they kicked my butt, and it was fun. It was well worth it. So this was, let me see how many pages. Yeah, this was 80 pages of homework for chapter 3, and I knew it was going to be a lot. I expected it to be more, but some of the problems were just not that long. You just have to think them through. But yeah, very interesting problems. The whole primes business. And I haven't checked the answers, but I think most of the ones that I tried, it seemed to me that like I got them right. And I did find another little error in the way a problem was posed, which was obvious. I didn't jot it down. This whole greatest common denominator, least common multiple, that was fun. That was fun. I did figure that out, how to do the proofs. And even though the book uses a different abbreviation, it doesn't do GCD, it just uses a parenthesis. I always like to write down GCD because other books use the GCD convention, and I don't want to get slick. So yeah, this was a lot of work and a lot of fun. And yeah, it cost me getting behind with calculus, but it was well worth it. Yeah, definitely well worth it. I did some factorizations by hand. And then at some point I would give up and look them up, but I gave them a good college try. So that has been really interesting. Yeah, a little bit more of things I have to do with Fibonacci series. Yeah, this chapter has been a lot of fun. And a lot of work. So yeah, here's all the GCD and LCM proofs. Now I messed them up. I did GCDs like LCMs and LCMs like GCDs the first go, but actually it didn't matter. The proofs are the same when you flip. When you flip LCM with GCD in any one of these proofs. Like for example, the GCD of the LCM of AB and C is the LCM of the GCD AC BC. Actually, you can prove them by flipping the LCMs and the GCDs, and it's the same thing. So it's the same proof. I found that interesting, and it's not really shown in the book. I just found it out by making the mistake of doing them wrong the first time, and then I had to go back. Where was it that I went back? Yeah, here we go. I went back and I cleared it all up. I redid some of the problems. Yeah, so I went, yeah, I did 41, 43, 45, 47, 47. Oh, and then at 47 is when I realized my mistake. And then I went back and I verified up to 47, and then I kept going doing it correctly. But it's still the same result, and the proofs are correct. So, yeah, chapter 3 was a lot of work. And I like the doing it by hand part of the business. Just because it flexes your multiplication and division muscles. Okay, so that was chapter 3. And then I have chapter 4 notes, but I haven't completed chapter 4. I'm very early in chapter 4, and I want to start doing some of the problems. It was very interesting to work out in the derivation for the Chinese remainder theorem. I wanted to do it by hand myself to understand the concept. And so, for example, when it's x mod 3 is equal to x plus 1 mod 5 is equal to x plus 2 mod 3, what you do is the mods of 3 are 0, 1, 2s. And then the mods for 5 are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the mods for 7 are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is the number, right? And you keep adding to it. And then you keep working them out, and you see how they're misaligned. And when they're not aligned, this equality is not correct. And so you just keep writing them out all the way to the point where you reach the number where they are aligned. And they get aligned at 52. That's the answer. So, yeah. That was a lot of fun for that particular problem. Yep. So that's number theory. And as you can tell from the length of this video, I really gave it a lot of energy this month. But I think looking forward to the remaining days in December and early January, I want to finish all of chapter 3 of calculus. And I also want to finish all of chapter 4 of calculus, which is integrals. And that will go a lot faster because I love integrals. And then go back and finish chapter 4 of number theory. And then I think that's where I'm going to do my second test. Now, in the case of number theory, chapter 3 is about the length of chapters 4, 5, and 6 combined. It's a very long chapter. So I feel like I've made a ton of progress. In the case of calculus, the chapters are equally sized. So yeah, I think that's what I'm planning for moving forward for the next test.